Hello, and today I'm at Kirby Commercials on the Alcester Road at Portway, and I'm pleased to be showing you a 1984 Land Rover 110 station wagon, and this is a factory original V8 petrol with a 3.5 litre engine in it. You may be wondering why it's in such a bright blue, and that's because this vehicle was actually an outdoor broadcasting vehicle for the BRMB radio station, which for people more local to us is now known as free radio. I'll start by showing you the interior. And as to traditional Land Rover fashion, it is high off the road, which means these deployable footsteps, which are retractable, come in quite handy here, so you can easily step into the vehicle. Now that can't be done elegantly, really, especially without those side steps. As you'd expect from the inside of a 1984 Land Rover, it isn't the most modern, but it is all original, so we can't complain. As you can see, it starts straight up. And because it's such a heavy engine, and I mean in power, you can hear a slight humming all the time. And you can tell this vehicle really wants to go. It has a 4-speed manual gearbox, which you can see is easy to shift in and out of gears. Which makes this vehicle enjoyable and quite easy to drive and pull off junctions. It's got a very nice traditional steering wheel, and as you'd expect from these Land Rovers, it has ventilation for the driver and passenger to keep the cabin nice and cool, because this is before electric windows and air conditioning, so that could be easily done to let air flow through the vehicle so passengers wouldn't get too warm. It has a large central console for storage and a glove box which runs the whole way along the vehicle. So inside storage space is easy enough inside this vehicle. As always, with the 110, which would eventually become the Defenders, there's not masses amount of room despite the size of the vehicle, and when you're on the driver's side you actually feel quite closed up against the side. There's not a lot of room for your arms or shoulders to go, and that's for drivers and passengers. So for bigger people, it's not exactly the most comfortable vehicle to sit in. However, it is pretty cool. You can see here that this does also now have 3 rear seats, which have of course been fitted to this vehicle. If I just pull down footstep to enter, in the back there's not a lot, well, you can see here there's not much rear space for rear passengers at all, really. not a lot of leg space, but headroom, there is quite a lot. And you can clearly see that from my eye line, I'm well and truly over the rear seats. And because of these small windows at the top, you don't feel claustrophobic, even if the walls are right against you. And there's not a lot of room in the seats. As for the middle space, however, because it is a full seat width, it's more than comfortable. There's more than enough leg room, lots of height room, and there's visibility all around. So this is the best and most open place to sit. However, it must be said, if you do have someone tall in the middle seats, when you're the driver and you're looking into the rear view mirror, you can't see a lot, just because of how much further up we are than in the front. But generally, in this vehicle, it's a nice place to sit in. Whether you're driving or are the rear passenger. I'll now show you the exterior. Because of the bright blue BRMB fitted, it's quite hard to not notice this Land Rover. And to just give it that extra exterior feature, they've painted white wheels as well. Well, it's more of a cream to just make it stand out that extra bit. It does also have the side steps, which can be left down or retracted, whichever way you feel, and these are just here so you know what I'm pointing to. We still have the ladder to reach to the top of the vehicle, because obviously it is quite a tall vehicle, and the rear door, which does have a full-sized spare wheel attached to the rear door. As for space, there's lots of space in the back for suitcases or whatever it is you like to carry. And there's also clever storage spaces in these devices on the side. So you can carry heavy or spillable stuff in the side space. So this vehicle's really practical for carrying people and whatever else you wish to carry in the back. It does also have a tow bar, and obviously because it has a 3.5 litre engine, it can tow any size caravan or a heavy trailer. But obviously you'd go quite easy on it, because you wouldn't want to burn out the clutch. This does have an armoured bumper as well, just to give it that extra look on the exterior. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please check out our review of this more classic 110, or indeed of our other Land Rovers in our Land Rover playlist. Thanks for watching.